And it's still not enough to help this woman beat the heat. The problems the heat is causing for people around the metro tonight. Good evening, I'm Farah Fazal. The heat isn't just tough for people, it's putting the squeeze on local charity volunteers who help people with air conditioners. KETV News Watch 7's Owen Lay joins us now with the story.
Farah, the Open Door mission says it's critically low on bottled water, electric fans, things that it normally hands out in the summer to the city's homeless, working poor, and some homeowners, many of whom live in extreme heat all day long.
Dining room window, which is blocked 3 times just to keep the sun out.
No air conditioning in Jennifer DeLongchamp's home means she's had to improvise to cool off.
2 fans in the living room, 1 in the dining room, plus 1 on the floor. Plus we have 1 in the kitchen for the 3 dogs.
But one look at the thermostat tells you it's still hot, which is especially stressful for DeLongchamp's husband.
It causes him to use his medicine a lot more and causes him to wheeze and have a hard time breathing.
We take it for granted. We go from our air-conditioned home to our air-conditioned car to our air-conditioned office. We just don't realize what it's like to have to live in a home without air conditioning.
The Open Door mission says summer can be deadly for homeless and working poor.
We see so many of our homeless that wear layers of clothes because that's all they own. They don't want to lose it, so they carry layers of clothing. They sometimes carry a bag, and their body temperature rises.
Water, guys. That's why mission volunteers drive around all summer handing out cold water.
Oh, wait, I got Dr. Pepper too. Did you?
But that's the other problem.
And we are down to our last few cases, and so we're trying to manage them as best as possible.
Just 1.5 days of bottled water left. And where you'd normally find electric fans, nothing but empty shelves and empty boxes. Gregory says she'd love to give the DeLongchamps an AC unit, but can only give what she has. So for now, at least one family is waiting in the dark.
And it's still hot in here.
The mission says it usually has a lot of requests from people for window-mounted air conditioning units. As a result, they have a waiting list for that, but they say they will also prioritize people based on health concerns and other needs.
Okay, Owen, and the Open Door mission needs your help. Volunteers need donations of bottled water and used fans. They could also use old air conditioning units that still work. If you'd like to donate, call the Open Door mission at 422-1111. The mission could also use more volunteers for the months ahead.